Racers. Less than 5. And they're off. Eric's got the whole shot, followed by, I think that might be, gosh, Durka. Eric takes a spill. Durka makes it through. Frank airing it out. Too Fast, Too Furious style. I don't know if you guys saw that movie, but don't bother. Bobby, the bump from the C main has the lead. Amazing. I would love to see the C to A bump, but that's just me. We've got Bobby, Daniel, and Eric, your 1, 2, and 3. Alan, could you step back, please? Thank you. Bobby's still out front, followed close behind by Daniel Callender. Over the double-double. 1 and 2, up for grabs. 3 and 4 as well. Looks like Dan's airing it out. Thanks, Travis, for that reminder. 2 people, 2 racers from this B main. Top 2, I don't know how to say it. Top 2 guys get bumped into the A's. Plain and simple, I guess. First and second get bumped to the A's. Thanks, Travis. Current running order is... Thanks, Kyle. Current running order is Dan out front, followed by Frank, Bobby, Eric, Daniel, Durka, and Kyle. Looks like we've got a major pile going on over here. Looks like Frank just might have the lead. We'll see after he crosses the loop. And yes, that is so. Frank, followed by Bobby, 1 and 2. And Dan close behind in the 3rd position. Kyle and Daniel pushing Kyle over the edge. I don't know what to call that, but it didn't look pretty. Daniel, please take it easy. If I see it again, I will hit you in the face with this microphone. Where is Frank though? Oh, it's very unfortunate. Frank was on pace to win. But by default, Metalhead 613, also known as Bobby, is in the #1 position, followed by Eric and Daniel Callender and Dan. Some Dan versus Dan action over here. Dan got into Dan. Dan is in front of Dan. Dan goes over the edge. Dan goes over the jump, and Dan goes over the other jump. Close behind. Double Dan. Double down. Double up. Some real crazy racing going on over here. Eric showing off some style, throwing up the roof as he dips his front wheel into that barrier. We got just around 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this B main. Once again, the top 2 bump up into the A. Metalhead 613 still up front. Daniel is in 3rd.
Hey, I can't see the
followed by Dan. Again, Dan versus Dan. Looks like it's going to be this way all day, except for the fact that Daniel took a spill. Goes off track. That is not a shortcut. Looks like some people might need this to get into that coveted A main. Currently we have Bobby up front, followed by Dan. And Daniel Callender hung up on the straight. Still keeping his position. Eric and Daniel 3 and 4. Countering each other. Rubbing doors, bumping ugly, all the above. There's Bobby. The bump from the C main took the lap. Bobby puts a lap on the entire field. The bump from the C main. Sandbagger? I don't know. I think he just wants to race all day today. Maximizing his money, stretching his dollars. What a lot of us have to do these days, but no shame in his game. If I was him, I'd do the same thing if I was any good. Bobby's still out front, followed by Dan and Daniel Callender. What is this Dan on Dan action? I mean racing action. Mine out of the gutter. Dan makes it on his loop through the rhythm section, and Daniel Callender has 2 minutes and 20 seconds to make up as he takes a spill just over the drain. Eric comes close behind. Very close behind. Little left tap. Daniel gets hung up on some pipe. And your current running order is Bobby, Dan, Daniel, Eric, Durka, and Kyle. Once again, our very own Frank, unfortunately, did not finish. All kinds of crazy action going over that double-double. People going to zips, people getting tossed around, Dan on Dan, going through the moguls. And we've got just about 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining in this race. Currently we have Bobby with the full lap ahead of the entire field. If I were you, Bobby, I would take it easy. Or not. Keep that pace going. Improve yourself to all the other races that you do in fact belong into the A main. Currently we've got Dan in the second spot, followed by Eric. 1 minute remaining in this B main. Once again, the top two bump up. It looks like Bobby, Metalhead 613, is going to make his way. Looks like Bobby's going to make his way into the A main. And we've got just around 30 seconds remaining. Looks like Bobby's going to make his way in. The true Cinderella story, the bump from the C, going into the A, winning the A. I would love to see it happen. Once again, this is a point series, so points do matter. With just about 15 seconds left, we've got Bobby, Dan, Daniel, Eric, Kyle, and Durka. 5 seconds remaining. And that is your race. Daniel, you are done. Eric, you are finished. Durka, you are finished. Yeah, you're good. Everyone, Kyle, please finish your lap. Go to first. And you are finished.